Hello again, everyone. It's Todd Staruch here at the inaugural Atlantic City Celebrity Convention. I'm having a great time here at the first day of the con. I've got a gorgeous view of the ocean outside the window in front of us. I've been having a great time getting to talk to some of the celebrity guests here, and it's about to get better because I have the honor of standing here with the legendary Hammer himself, Fred Williamson. Fred, how are you?
Incredible. Why should I be different?
Now, I know I've seen you before at conventions, so I know this is not your first time in Atlantic City.
No, it's not my first time in a lot of things, dude.
How much time we got? Like, you could probably tell me some stories,
I'm
right?
I'm about 15 or 20 years older than you.
Okay, yeah. I'm 56.
I'm 86.
Shut up, you are not.
86.
You're looking great, man. I hope I look like this at 86,
I totally understand how you feel.
I love it.
86, dude.
That's awesome, man. Good for you.
Eat a lot of black jelly beans. Don't eat the white ones. They go you up, man.
Now I know.
That's it.
So, Fred, you have such a long and storied career. Like, I wouldn't even know what to talk about. But of all the roles that you've had, do you happen to have a personal favorite?
Not really, because I only do what I like. I have the ability to choose what I want to do and not what I want to do, you know. But I have 3 rules in Hollywood. 1, you can't kill me in a movie.
Okay.
2, I have to win all my fights. And 3, I get the girl at the end of the movie if I want her. Now, I give them an out, and they're going to take that out. And I tell them later, I don't want the girl anyway. But I have an image to uphold.
Of course.
You know, I can't walk down the street and have a young black brother, 10, 12, 14 years old, say, I saw your movie, man. Why you let that guy beat you up? You can't explain that. You can't explain it. First, they're going to say you're a sellout. You sell out because you did it for money. And I'll never be guilty of that.
I admire that, man. Yeah. Good for you.
I've taken the blows for
I am going to write down those rules if I ever decide to become an actor and go into Hollywood. See, I've been killed in a bunch of movies already.
No, you can't kill me. I can't explain it. How you explain to a brother that who likes me and sees me, and I'm going to explain to him that I got killed in the movie. I got killed. I died from dusk to dawn, but I didn't die as the Hammer. I died as this ugly thing that this monster bit me and turned into me an unknown creature.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm okay.
So you kind of got.
Yeah, I can go that way.
Got under that. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, but that was a problem because they wanted me in the movie, and I said, I want to do it with you, but you got to find a way to make this work for me. So Quentin says, don't worry, we'll take care of you, Hammer. So that's what he did.
I love it. How did you get that nickname?
12 years of pro football. Oakland Raiders, Kansas City Chiefs, 2 Super Bowls, knocking people out. Hammer.
I remember. Now, so let's talk about football for a second. You know, like a lot of my friends who watch a lot of football, I love football. Do you really feel, a lot of people say, oh, the game has gotten soft. You can't deliver a hard hit anymore. Do you have any thoughts on that? Do you really feel that it's gone that way?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Look at the Pro Bowl. Last year was the last Pro Bowl they'll ever have. And it was a contest of who could throw the straightest, how many. It was crazy. They didn't have a game at all because there's too much money involved in it now. They don't want to get anybody hurt.
Right.
So the game has changed. So now the rules are very strict. When you make tackles like I used to make, you get kicked out of the game.
Forget it, yeah.
You get kicked out of the game. So
forget it.
It's gotten softer only because guys are. Listen, I played 10 years. The most I ever made was $60,000. $60,000. They got millionaires now playing football.
I hear you, man.
You know? So
most people, when they hear that, they don't believe it.
60,000.
They're like, wow. Yeah. And a lot of athletes back then had like regular jobs. They had to pay the bills, right?
Well, I had a regular job, not because I had to pay the bills, but I just wanted to. I knew that football was not a longevity thing. Sooner or later, you're going to get hurt. Or if not get hurt, you're going to retire after maybe 10 or 12 years. So I became an architect. That's what I did for Northwestern. I was an architect and engineer for Bechtel Steel doing off-season. So once I retired from football, decided to go full-time as an architect. I couldn't make the transition. 9 to 5 just did not suit my personality. And I had never had a job before except playing football. So one night I was watching television, and I said, I think I'll go do that. I was watching Julia's show. And I noticed that the guest star role was a new boyfriend. So I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go become Daniel's boyfriend on the Julia show. Took me 2 weeks. I played 3 years on the Julia show as Daniel's boyfriend.
That's awesome.
I topped their BS with my BS. I had a meeting with them. They BS'd me. I BS'd them back, and they said, "Oh, well, we like your attitude." So they hired me and did a show, and they liked what I did in the show, and they signed me to a 3-year contract.
Cool. And the rest, as they say, is history,
well,
right?
Because if you want to be a success in any kind of business, you got to learn the business of the business. So when they were lighting me and moving around, I asked 10,000 questions. Why do you do that? What do you call that? Why do you put that light over there? Why do you do that? By the time I finished 3 years, I could be a director. I knew all about lighting. I knew all about directing because I didn't sit in my room and wait for them to call me to come out. I bugged them to death. And I learned the business of the business.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. So just back to sports for one final question about it. If there's one piece of advice you could give to a young player today who wants to make it in the NFL, what piece of advice would you give him?
Get a job. Get a job. Get your education. Now, because then it was great because you couldn't play professional sports until you were 4 years out of your high school age. Now they have reduced it to 2 years. You can play pro sports now after 2 years of being away from high school. There's no longevity in sports.
Right.
If you're lucky enough to be one of those high-paid guys, take your money, bank it, put it away, so you can enjoy your life once you give up the game. That's what it's about. Don't buy a 18-room house and seven cars in your driveway. That's not the way to go.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Any final words for the fans out there that you'd like to share?
Where are they? Come out here. We're here. Come here tomorrow. We don't see you today. I know you're busy. You must be doing something that you can't come out. We'll be here tomorrow. Come out and see the show.
Awesome. Hammer, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time.
My pleasure.
I truly appreciate it. It's an honor to get to stand here and talk to you for a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All right. Fred the Hammer Williamson, everybody here at Atlantic City Celebrity Convention. This is Todd Staruch signing off. We will see all of you in the next interview.